Okay, how to tie off the end, making a wrap like this. This leash was chewed by my dog, and so I'm repairing it. And the way I'm repairing is I just cut off above the damaged part, looped it around, and I've sewn that with the monofilament line now. And normally this rope would not be through here. It just makes it a little bit more difficult. But this is the only way I could repair it. So what I've got here is a piece of 1.5 millimeter climbing rope, utility rope for climbing, and I've got about a 1 meter piece here, which will make about 2.5 centimeters of wrap. And what I'll do is just fold it back on itself like this. And between right here, make it to where that loop extends past where you're going to stop the wrap. And pull it down through here. Now, what I do next is pull that, the long end, down this way, kind of hold it snug. You can wrap it in either direction, which way is more comfortable for you. It's very important to get this first one nice and tight. Nice, tight, and straight. And then you just pull and keep it snug and work your way all the way up, making sure you keep the wraps very, very close to one another and very, very snug. And that's already got the start of a very good one. Now, what I'm going to do now is, just for time, see how I let that run up through there. So I'm just going to go around through here very quickly. But you'll want to take your time when you're making it. And wrap it all the way up here. And when you get up here, I want this to have a little bit of space in there so that this slides very easily. And then the loop is on this side, so I end up on this side by pushing the rope through and through that loop. And you pull that nice and tight. Now what I'm going to do is pull on this opposite end, and you can actually see it pull that tight. Once I get it to there, I can pretty much relax and take a break for a second. And usually what I do is I use a pair of needle nose pliers, grip it, wrap it around the needle nose pliers. So I've got the pliers something like this, and it gives me where I can get my hand and pull here. Because if you've wrapped this properly, it's tight. And it's not an easy thing to get this loop to pull this rope down in there. What you're going to do is have a loop here that goes down and back up opposite of this one. And so you've really got to pull. Sometimes you might want to put a carabiner through this and hook it to a fence post or something. And then just start pulling, and eventually once it gets started and sliding under here, it'll come through pretty easily. Now I'll let you see what that looks like. If I pull, there it goes. But now because of the looseness of this wrap, you can see how it actually spreads. And that wouldn't look too good. But once you get it to this point, where the loop has gone down and somewhere around the middle, so you've got plenty of tension there, you come here and you cut it off with just a couple of millimeters, 3 millimeters. Cut that off. Do the same thing up here, a couple of 3 millimeters. Take a lighter, melt that, press it down in there. Melt this, press it down in there. You can see how there it's been melted and pressed down, and there it's been melted and pressed down. And this piece right here is used because I leave this hole, you can tell by looking there, this one's much tighter than this one. This one's meant to slide very easily, so when you put it over the dog's neck, and it slides right down. But if you use this and you hook it to a fence or a post or something just to keep your dog from running off while you're going through your pack or whatever, and just to make sure this doesn't come up and they can pull out or they try to back out of it, then this will slide down and put just a little bit of pressure on there to keep that from working loose quite as easily. And there you have it. Hope this proves useful. Thank you for watching.